Suzanne Howard, your coach and counselor. Well, today we start day 2 of managing our own defensiveness. Ooh, who likes to deal with that? When you or someone is engaging in emotionally defensive behaviors, there is an automatic response to this feeling, and it is always a maneuver designed to ward off this feeling that you're having, this experience of unwanted feelings, or a feeling that comes through unadmitted responsibility for a disowned act. People who are acting defensively are essentially trying to protect themselves from feeling a certain uncomfortable way and from viewing themselves as a failure or otherwise in some negative light. There's a reason for the defensiveness, and it's not about you. The most difficult step in overcoming defensiveness is in yourself. It is acknowledging that you are indeed defensive. It's okay. Defensive reactions often make us feel temporarily better about ourselves, but rarely paint us or our opinions in a favorable light. It doesn't work. Our childhood history has a lot to do with how you respond to most things in life, and definitely does with criticism. For example, if your parents shamed you or put guilt trips on you or did a lot of verbal abuse or even cursing around you, punished you harshly, it's likely that as an adult you quickly feel shamed and you go into this protective, self-protective order. Even if someone just gets you upset or angry about something ridiculous. The reasons for defensiveness are myriad and important to understand, but they don't take away the need to learn how to rewire ourselves away from the impulse to immediately self-protect. Defensiveness provides no defense. It only makes us seem less credible. Defensiveness provides no defense. You might consider your responses to perceived criticisms to be rational and justified when they're happening, but they're not. There are 3 types of defenses: the belligerent type, uncommunicative type, and overly talkative type. Pay attention to yourself. The moment that you engage in this confrontation, and then even after it has passed, does your defenses still seem appropriate to you? Or honestly, were they unwarranted and unhelpful to the talk or the situation? If you're not certain, ask your spouse or trusted friend, even your pastor, and try not to get defensive in that conversation. If you feel that you tend to be defensive, identify the form your defensiveness takes. Are you belligerent? Then you really should know that you're defensive already. Uncommunicative. I'm going to be the peacemaker. Overly talkative. I'm going to talk my way out of this. Every thought has a physiological response. That means every thought that you try to ignore has an energy associated with it. And energy will bounce inside of your body like a ping pong ball. And it will bounce around until it causes a headache, a backache, anxiety, an upset stomach, bad dreams, even overeating, to say the least. That's a small list. So one way to know if defensiveness is affecting you, pay attention to other warning signs of defensiveness. Tightening in your gut, a general sense of paranoia, adrenaline rush, feelings that you lack allies. A sense that you have been personally rejected, though the subject under discussion is only minor and not even related to you in a major way. Your mind can lie to you, but your body never will. Check the affects after a conversation if you missed your communication style. If your mind is telling you, this guy is out to get me, or she doesn't think I'm very smart, you're likely becoming increasingly defensive. Respond to negative thoughts with positive self-talk. It works. An example: I know this is difficult, but I can get through it. Suzanne, they are entitled to a different opinion. Breathe, girl, get a grip. If I listen carefully enough, maybe I can learn something new about myself. Some soul solutions for you today. Number one, if you tend to flood others with information when you feel attacked, force yourself to remain quiet for a full minute. You're going to throw them off, but your body's going to respond differently as well. Number two, if you tend to shut down, push yourself to say something. I hear you. Thank you for coming to me. Number three, if you counterattack when you feel confronted, take a few deep breaths and find something that you can agree with in what's being said. That's your soul work for today. Let's work on this defensiveness and not take it into 2020 with us. There's a better you waiting on the inside. You want to meet her, you want to meet him, and so does the world. And those that you relate to and connect with on a daily basis, it's okay to throw in a little surprise here and there. It's good not to be predictable by people. And it's always great to show personal development and change. You don't have to stay this way because it's always them. Take control over you. Let it always be you. When I was working on my defenses and my attacks, I had to come to the conclusion that I respect myself enough not to disrespect you. I respect myself enough not to defame your character because I am a respectable person, because I have values, because I have a personal relationship with a God that's higher than all of us, and I value that relationship. Every attack, every defense, everything that I ignore that could make me better and make my world around me better, that I attack instead of embracing, I'm going against my values, my beliefs, my God. I'm disregarding and disrespecting me. There's a great video that I have on YouTube about self-respect. I encourage everyone to go and watch it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, because what you think is self-respect is how you care for yourself. It's much more than how you care for yourself. It's how you reflect your image in all the relationships and actions throughout your day. I can tell by the way you talk to people whether you have self-respect. I can tell the way a husband engages his wife whether he has self-respect and loves himself. Remember, what you give off to people and what's perceived may be different, but at the end of the day, you need to make sure that what you're giving off is exactly how you want to be perceived and seen. Find someone close to you, even a pastor, a trusted friend. Doesn't even have to be a part of your church. Doesn't even have to be a part of your job. And say, I want to let the world know that I'm working on this defensiveness. Can you keep me accountable? Show me if I'm using these 3 defenses. All right? God bless you. I pray that I'm helping you. I pray for soul solutions for you, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.